Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping by and watching my physical media collection update for the month of October. Now, this is not just going to be for the month of October, and I'm still waiting on one thing to come for the month of October, but we'll talk about that a little later. This is going to be the last 3 months, basically, because I've not made a collection update in a long time. I haven't made a video in a long time, so I'm trying to rectify that. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that kind of occluded me from doing any videos, but we'll talk about that at the very end if you're interested to see what's going to be happening in the coming months. But let's dive in and get through all of these titles. I've got t-shirts. I've got stickers. I don't know if I have the stickers here, but I bought stickers. I bought pins. Paramount Scares Volume 2. What did I think about that? Did Friday the 13th Part 2 look better than the first one? All that will be answered today. So let's get into the first title, which is ironically Friday the 13th. But this is the remake. This is from Arrow, and I really like this artwork that they had going on here. I love this movie. I think it's fantastic, and I was super excited to get it in 4K. It looks really good. I like a lot of the special features, so there's a lot to love in this. You do get the killer cut, which just adds a little bit. This has some stupid lines in it. You all know, if you know what line I'm talking about. So there's just a lot of fun stuff in this movie. I wish they'd kind of continued on in this vein. Friday the 13th is a mess. I know they have kind of cleared up some of the right stuff, but we've got a long road ahead of us for Mr. Jason Voorhees. But let's go on to this now. If you don't know, if you're new here, I am a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber, so this will be a lot of Vinegar Syndrome subscriber stuff over the last couple months, but this is also going to be everything I picked up from the Labor Day sale and just stuff I've picked up over the last few months. So the first thing is Delirium. So this is an Italian movie. Again, I have not watched some of these because I've had a lot going on. I really am looking forward to this one. It looks bizarre. There's bug-headed, eyeball-headed people in it, so I have no idea. I know it's about a photographer taking photos and stuff like that, but I don't know any more than that. The next one is Cruel Britannia. This has Craze, Penny Gold, and Crucible of Terror. So this is a hard shell case, and I really like these hard shell cases. They're probably some of my favorite releases other than like the Ultra line, which I haven't been too stoked about. I think the last 2 releases were just okay from them, but I am excited. We will get the announcement of a new Ultra title on November 1st, so we are almost there. We've got Halloween coming up. I'm super excited. One thing that I am getting, it is not here yet, it should be here today or tomorrow, is the Arrow version of Trick or Treat on 4K. So that is going to be, it always is my Halloween ritual, that and the original Halloween. So I am kind of excited to dive into that and see how that 4K turns out. I know some people have it already, but I have not looked at any of that crap because I really don't watch 4K reviews anymore. I just watch the stuff on my own. The most exciting thing I probably got, and I love this movie, I actually did a review of the 3rd one on the channel maybe a year ago, The Howling 2. I love this movie. Your Sister is a Werewolf. This is such a great movie. Christopher Lee is great in it, and I just love everything about this movie. It's so good. It's just so fun. The artwork on this box is incredible as always. The 4K looks fantastic. And I don't know, I have The Howling in 4K. That looks great, but I really love The Howling too. So that was pretty cool to get. The next one is a AGFA title, and that is Amanda the Alien. This is a weird movie. I haven't actually seen this before. It's just a fun little kind of comedy. The next title is just kind of a catalog title that I wanted to pick up, and that is The Birds 2, Land's End. So I have never seen this movie, but I have been intrigued by this movie for a long time, and I finally got it on sale, so I will be diving into that. I did get a lot of Vinegar Syndrome catalog titles I just didn't own that I was very interested in, and so that's what a lot of these will be. Some of them I have seen before. The next one, I kind of can't show you the front cover because it's got some titties on it, but I'll show you the inner cover, which is The Laughing Dead. I don't know if YouTube is going to do anything. It probably won't, but The Laughing Dead is a ridiculous movie about Aztec gods and death, and it's super fun. All right. The next one, actually, funnily enough, I got this movie a couple months ago, and I watched it, and it is bananas. It is It was so weird and it makes no sense. And then ironically, Red Letter Media actually did their Halloween special and they talked about Devil's Story and they were also baffled, but it's also the greatest thing. So I picked this up, I think in like July or August because it was on sale. If you've never seen this movie, I recommend watching the Red Letter Media thing. It's a bananas movie. It is a weird movie. There's a like Nazi creature guy. There's a man shooting at a horse for the whole movie. There's a mummy in it. There's a woman, and the ending of what's actually going on is bananas. It is a weird and wild movie. I highly recommend that you check out both the movie and that episode of Red Letter Media because it was fantastic. The next one I had the movie, but I picked up an alternate slip for, and that is Surf 2. So this alternate cover came out during the Labor Day sale, so I was excited to get that as I missed the original cover, but I did want to pick up this alternate cover, but I did own the movie, so I just kind of would show off that I'd slip that on there. Steel and Lace. So if you know what this is about, it's just about a robot lady. So that's a fun movie. All right, what is next? We've got Through the Fire. I've never seen this, but I really like this glossy case, and I really was interested in kind of watching this movie. If you've seen any of these movies, also let me know down in the comments below, like kind of what your favorite is, and if any of these kind of pique your interest. The next one I have seen, and this is Dario Argento's Trauma. I owned this on DVD a while ago, but I did not have the Blu-ray, so I wanted to pick this one up. I love Dario Argento. We've got another one of his movies in here that I have not watched yet because I was waiting on the replacement disc. You probably know what it is, but we'll get to that wherever it is in the pile. All right, the next one is Curfew. So the way that I watch movies, because some people are like, oh, you're just buying stuff to put on the shelf and all that stuff. No, I'm just a massive collector of Vinegar Syndrome. So for the most part, I pretty much buy everything. It's the only label where I buy everything because I like a lot of what they do. I will come across a movie that I'm not a fan of, but it's very rare that I come across something that I don't at least enjoy some aspect of. So yes, in Vinegar Syndrome's case, sometimes I do just buy stuff, but it's not to fill the shelf. I actually do watch these. I usually just go through phases where I'll like take some time off work and then I will just watch a handful of titles in the day. Again, the last few months have just been chaotic, and so a lot of these that I've gotten, I just haven't gotten to watch. I haven't watched a lot of anything the last few months, so I just haven't been in like the movie watching mode, although I have watched Terrifier 3 and Smile 2. I did recently watch both of those, but that is a rarity. All right, the next one is a great movie, and that's Alien Private Eye. And this movie's fantastic. It's weird. It's funny. If you've never seen this, then I recommend that. The next one is Killer's Delight. So this is just a serial killer film, but again, I was just trying to pick up a lot of these I got from the Labor Day sale because a lot of these were like $8, $9. And I also had a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome points that I could use to get money off. So I actually got one of these things for free, which I was super excited about. And I get a number of things off. And then I also get a discount on top of that. All right, the next thing I picked up is another alternate slip. And that is the alternate Miami Connection one. I have the hard shell version of this, so I didn't put it on there, but I might switch it out eventually, but I kind of just like the cover. I'm going to put it in something for right now. The next thing I got was actually a t-shirt. So this is just a rad Vinegar Syndrome t-shirt that I really liked, and I wanted to hop on and grab. This thing is awesome. I'm hitting my mic up here. Dario Argento's Opera. So this is what I was alluding to earlier. This thing is incredible. Nice big booklet here. I love Severin. I've got a lot of their stuff. They do a lot of weird movies, and this movie, this I was super excited about. It is pretty expensive. It's close to $60, so it is more expensive, and that usually pushes the limits for me when I buy stuff like this. Like I really do want to get Trick or Treat on 4K. but it's $66 and it's almost $75, and I don't know if it's worth it. So I'm gonna have to think about that. I really do like that movie. I don't know. That's from Synapse. So I'm gonna have to think about that one. But the reason I haven't watched this is they did replacement disc, and so I just got mine about a week ago. So I lucked out and I didn't watch the other one, but I wanted to wait to get the replacement disc once I knew it was coming, so I could watch the corrected version of the movie. So I'm super excited. I've seen Opera 100 times. It's probably my favorite Dario Argento movie, as well as, you know what? I don't know. It might be my favorite. It's pretty great. It's his last really good movie too. So I really like the style of Opera. So it's probably my personal favorite. Drag Me to Hell. Now, I have not watched this yet because I am going to be watching this over the next couple days. I'm adding it into my Halloween like kind of binge session starts tonight. So I'm going to be watching this. It's Sunday before Halloween. I did get the alternate cover for this because I really just liked the art. I don't always do that with Scream Factory because I feel like it's overpriced for a damn slipcover. But I really liked this one, and I am excited, and I love this damn movie. And so I'm excited to see it in 4K and see how it is. All right. So again, the next ones are going to be all the new Vinegar Syndrome stuff that is recently. So a lot of you might have it pre-ordered, but this is going to be all the stuff from them. So the first thing is Roman Polanski's The Tenet. This is actually a super cool case where it like opens up like a little window, and then you pull out the disc, and it's got the movie on 4K, and then a booklet. This is a great movie. It's a really cool movie, so I highly recommend you checking it out. Roman Polanski plays the main character in this movie, and dude, this case is just incredible. I didn't expect that we were going to get this, but I really love this damn case. It looks awesome. The next set of Forgotten Giallos. So this is volume 7. This says Mystery, Obsession, A Taste for Fear, and Sweets from a Stranger. So I've never seen those before. I've heard of Sweets from a Stranger before, and I may have seen that one, but the other ones I have not heard of and I have not seen before. So I love Giallos, so I'll definitely be diving into those. All right, the next ones are The Ghost Dance. Again, another subscriber title for the month of October. And then we've got Corpse Mania. This is actually a Shaw Brothers movie. This is another 4K. So we got 2 4Ks this month, which is pretty awesome. I think we did last month also. Did we? No, we just got 1 last month. 2 4Ks this month. So pretty exciting. All right. So the next 2 ones, I got the 2 cinematograph titles. We've got Go Fish. The next one I am super excited for is Shanks. So this bright yellow is fantastic. A William Castle movie. I love William Castle's dumb stuff, and this is actually his final movie. So I am super excited to watch this. I have never seen this before. I have heard of it before, and I have a friend who actually really likes this movie. He's a big William Castle guy. Just, you know, a lot of like quirky stuff, but I'm excited to dive into this. And this is also a 4K. The other one is a Blu-ray. This is a 4K. So I am just excited to dive into this and see what William Castle cooked up for his final film, Attack of the Beast Creatures. So this is a Degauser VHS. So if you've never seen any of those, they're pretty rad. So there's the inside. The boxes do light up. And if you ever wonder what a modern VHS looks like, it looks like that. They're very nicely done. Again, the cases light up. There's the back. This is a fun movie. I have watched this. I busted out the VHS player while I plugged it in. I always have my VHS player plugged in because I have hundreds of VHSs. They're just not behind me because I don't have room for all that stuff. They're just in a big tub, but I know what's in there. Anyway, this is great. I'm going to add it to my collection. I have a bunch of Degauser ones up there. What do I have? I've got Rad, Blood Cult, Night Ripper. I think I have all of them but one. I think I'm missing one. Divinity, that's the one I don't have, but I've got the rest of them. So again, adding that to the collection of Degauser VHSs. All right, the next thing is one that I got right away. As soon as I saw that this shit was coming out on Blu-ray, I got super excited, and that is Fear.com. Some of you are like, oh God, Fear.com. But yes, this one, you might recognize the actual cover. So I am a weird fan of this movie. As you can see, I have like every copy this movie. It's not a good movie, but I was actually wanting to. I had those out because I actually wanted to make a video on this movie, kind of diving into the weird stuff, because William Malone has done a number of other movies. What did we do? Scared to Death and Creature. Those are his William Malone's other ones. So him doing like a modern take on like a different style of film is weird. I think there are parts of this movie that are really cool aesthetically. I think it's a wild looking movie, and I am excited to watch this. I just got these titles. I think, when did I get them? Thursday. So I haven't. This came with my Vinegar Syndrome subscriber stuff, so you kind of get them all together. Whenever you order them, you just get them early. But I'm excited to dive into this. Maybe one day that video will come to fruition. All right, the next thing we've got is Paramount Scares Volume 2. So there's the big one. I think I have a video of the first one. This one at least was a little bit cheaper than the other one. I think I ended up getting, they dropped the price to like $47 on my Amazon. Giant poster here. I probably won't be putting that up because I have no room. Honestly, the reason I buy these other than the movies, I think these Fangoria things are awesome. I have the other one hung up on my wall, and I also have some old Fangorias just in my room, but I love Friday the 13th, so I had to get it. I know they'll eventually release it. This is a weird grouping of movies, though. So we've got World War Z. We have Friday the 13th Part 2, which looks fantastic. It is definitely better than the original one. I didn't have a lot of problems with the original ones. I know some people thought it was too dark and everything. I thought it was fine. We've got Breakdown, the one movie that doesn't need to be in here, which is weird. And then we also have Orphan First Kill, which is a garbage movie. And I think this is actually like the second review I ever did on this channel. Don't go find it, but it is there. I think Orphan's really cool, but bringing the same girl back to do the prequel, she looked old, and it didn't work for me. You get a little pin here. I do like the green aesthetic of this. The other one is red. You get a bunch of like little patches here, little Camp Crystal Lake patch, and then you get a sticker. Big old sticker. So I think for the price, I think, like I said, this ended up being like $47. So $47 for 4Ks that I don't own. I'll take that. World War Z is the unrated cut, so that's nice to see. That is it. You've seen it all. We've been here. I know I've been gone for a long time, but I'm back. Okay, so a little bit of a channel update. Before that, if you like what we do here, consider becoming part of the collective. Go down there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with anybody who thinks into weird, obscure horror movies and physical media. So let's move on to the other stuff. So I've had a lot going on personally. My grandfather has been very sick, so I was dealing with that for a while. And then in person, I just kind of hit a rut. I just kind of got burnt out doing this, and between work and this, and I just needed to really back off and kind of give myself some space and some perspective. I couldn't tell you what it was. I'm not saying it was like depression or anything like that. I mean, I know we all have a little bit of that. It just was kind of like, I just kind of lost interest in doing it. And I just knew that I wasn't giving it 100%. And so I really wanted to back away for a while until it felt right. And so that's kind of what I did. And it was nice. I wasn't chasing anything. Again, I was doing stuff on my own time. Now, again, I haven't watched a lot of stuff because I just really honestly wasn't in the mood for like horror stuff. I just really wasn't. And so that stuff kind of all got put on the back burner, and I took the time I needed. I kind of focused on some other hobbies, some games. I beat like 4 games in this time period, hung out with my wife a lot. We did a lot of stuff together. I've been doing a lot of other gaming stuff. I know this is weird, but I got myself an Analog Pocket, and I've been kind of throwing some emulators on there and playing some handheld stuff. I've been modding some stuff on my RG Ally and my Steam Deck, and so I've just been doing a number of other things. I was streaming for a little bit. I put that on the back burner too while I was taking a break, but I'll probably start that maybe beginning of the year, streaming some games again. I really liked that aspect of just having fun and playing with a few friends. So again, it's been some time off that I think I really needed, and I wanted to say here, I'm not going to guarantee a timeline for videos. That's the one thing I think I could say is that I might do one a month as far as review goes. I'm just going to kind of work on them when I feel like it and put them out when they're ready. So I'm not going to be on a schedule. I know that may not be how the best thing for the algorithm or anything like that, but honestly, I really don't care. I'm at the point now. I've been doing YouTube for almost 3 years, and I'm at where I'm at, and I'm going to do what I want. So, I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to do anything like that. So I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm going to be releasing Midnight 2, the review for Midnight 2 very soon. Hopefully I am going to put a schedule. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks that will be out. I've worked a lot on it, so I just kind of been tweaking a lot of things, my intro and how I'm making videos in the process of which I've been doing stuff. Again, I'm still using my camera. I've got new mics. So just kind of getting this all set up in this new angle was some work too. I do like it a little better. I hope you guys like it as well. I know I don't stare straight directly at the camera a lot, but this is my streaming setup, so it just made sense to kind of have both of them in the same spot, so I'm not constantly moving lights and all of this stuff. I can just make things as easy as possible for me to sit down and talk about some weird movies. So Midnight 2 will be coming soon. If you've got any other stuff that you think I should check out, I will add it to the list. I'll watch all this shit that I've got here. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Some of you have reached out to me. Deep Gulag especially has reached out, a couple other people. Without further ado, that has been it. This has been a long ass video, but again, it's only right. I've been gone for 3 months. Let's make up for it with a banger. But anyway, if you've picked up any of these titles, if you are picking anything up going forward, let me know all that in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in my next review.